YouTube? It's your boy Young Chris, back at it again with a new vid from 901's 5 Kicks. Yeah, so today I'm about to get ready to go and do this comparison. I meant to do this comparison a long time ago, but seeing as the Travis Scott 6s is, if it's the real release date, we're like a week away from it. So with that being said, I do have the Travis Scott 1 high OG, and then I do have the Travis Scott low in hand. So I want to do somewhat a comparison of the materials and do like the black light on it to kind of show people like far as legit checking your shoes and stuff like that, things to look out for. And then of course, like if you have a black light, it will show a lot of stuff that, like on some of the UA shoes and stuff like that, at least I'm gonna say on the earlier models. Now, you know, who knows, China or whatever, you know, the folks that's working on that stuff, they might have been able to correct certain things and get even closer. But I know for a fact, back a while ago, the only way that you can definitely tell the only way you can definitely tell what was going on with your shoe was with a black light, because certain things on the shoe glows a certain way, and you know, that was the only just true sign, because over there in China they weren't able to replicate this stuff, at least at that point in time. So, you know, who knows. But if this is your first time to the channel, definitely please do like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Let's chop it up in the comment section. As I always say, I don't mind getting to know each and every one of y'all. I appreciate all the feedback. As always, the channel is growing. I'm blessed and I appreciate everything. Ain't no place to go but up from here. All right, so here we have it. On the left side, of course, this is the Travis Scott 1 lows, and then on the right side, this is the Travis Scott 1 high OGs. Of course, this particular pair, I did a review on it, everything. I got this particular one from GOAT, and everything on this one checked out. You know, it looks like everything came from like a retail store or something like that, around probably GOAT, because this particular shoe, it was actually held on GOAT already, so it wasn't like the day after the release. This was a particular shoe that I got that was already vaulted at GOAT. They already had it and already legit checked everything. So, but definitely everything straight on this one. And then of course, here you go, the low. And then of course, you know, as of recently, they changed the labels of how everything looks on the Jordan 1 boxes. So it has this long thin strip with the RFID chip behind it. Then of course the QR code. The boxes are same colors. The only difference is the low in the 10.5 is a little bit smaller than the high box. Of course, you don't need this same big old box, because I mean, about 2 or 3 inches off the shoe is already taken off, so it will fit in a smaller box. Popping the lids off, both of them have that same little pinkish paper. Of course, on the low box, it has this little little sticker. Shout out to Authentic Kicks. Then on this one, it doesn't, but right there it has that RFID. I mean, not RFID. I'm tripping. It has that number, the little lot number or whatever, the little stamp you can see in the reflection of the light. As far as this box goes, that's the only thing that I see. Then on the lows, they don't have no stamp or nothing on the lid for some reason. So that's just a little bit difference between the two. And the high has a little sticker over there. Of course, this one had actually 2 of them, so there's one over there, for whatever reason. The rest of the box, there's nothing else in there. Taking out this paper, there's nothing else inside this box. Put this paper back in there. We'll get back to that in a moment. All right, so here we have it. Of course, right here, we have the Jordan 1 lows. And here, we have the Jordan 1 highs. You know, as you see on both of them, got that lovely suede motion on them. These joints are dope. Same thing on both of them. Materials, they're identical. I don't know how good the comparison shows up between the camera, but like, you know, I mean, to the eye, everything looks the exact same color. On the camera, it varies. Like, this shoe looks lighter than this one. Like, so like, for whatever reason, like, each shoe has a different color tone to it. But of course, when you get the high OGs, of course, you're supposed to have the lace bags, the small lace bags. They're supposed to be like this, rolled up. And then, of course, they're supposed to be tight, not long, nothing like that. And then, of course, from the factory, they come with the clear, all clear bags. Not, some of them came, some of the fakes, they came with like the little red strip on there. So that's a no-no. Red, this was the mocha. This the red, the pink, and then the sail. A lot of the fakes, they came with a white pair of shoestrings. So if this package right here is white, that's a big no-no. It's supposed to be a sail, off-white color, the same color as the side panels. So that's another thing. There's so much controversy about this swoosh. That's one thing that you just really can't go by as far as legit checking, because some of them are a little bit further back, some close touching. I mean, some of them a little bit higher up. That's just one of those things that was just a manufacturing thing. It was a flaw. But as you see on the side panels, all of them have that good suede little motion on all of them. Of course, going back here to the back, you see the Cactus Jack little sad face symbol. And of course, you see the shape of the shoe. It should always have this little pinch to it. Some of them, they like real wide and fat like that. That's a no-no. All of them, they should have this little pinch up here. Shout out to Super Duper Rooper on that one. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch out for them hooks. And then, of course, right here, it has like the little 3M reflective Cactus Jack. Of course, it's supposed to have a certain spacing and everything with that. I think like just you're only supposed to be able to see one of the like the little spots to go, the little 3 little dashes along the top of the C. Going around, of course, right here, you have this Cactus Jack off to the side. Of course, like I said, on the side panel, these 3 little dots. Some of them I've seen where this one's all up into that. It should be centered just like this. I mean, I've never seen one that was a real retail pair, so definitely that's something to look out for. Tongs. This one's stitched down a little bit further where you can't see it, but of course these are supposed to have this little code down here. And as you can see, peeling this one back, that has this code. Now, as far as I know, all the retail pairs came with this specific type of code. It can vary depending on the size, but your tags should show one of those codes. It's all kind of other little controversial things to it. Inside the pockets, you know, some was saying it's supposed to be like a little white little stitch. That is false, and it should not be any glue. Some of the fakes have like a little bit of glue seeping up right here where the stitching is. There should be not any glue coming through. Everything in that pocket is nice, clear, and clean. Moving on to this one, the low. Just pretty much an inverse of this shoe. The side panels and the toe box, they are black suede instead of leather. And then you have this nice tumbled leather white swoosh, the same as the tumbled leather on the side panels of the high. Of course, the same little motion, nice suede all around, all on the toe box. It's real butter on the toe box. Going to the inside of the shoe, you have that Cactus Jack symbol. Going to the rear of this shoe, you have the Air Jordan on this one. Just nicely stitched. And I mean, you see how everything makes out on that one as far as the embroidery of that goes. Of course, on the inside, this one right here says Travis Scott. It's hard to show, but they do have the Cactus Jack symbol on the inside of the shoe sideways also. It's just really tightly laced up. And then on this shoe, it has that little sad face emoji embossed on that one. Of course, this one has all the laces. So with this one, you should come with these same kind of size bags. Got a little bit of space in it, but no red little strip. These are smaller laces than the other ones, of course, because in comparison, you can see that this lace is a little bit smaller because these are wax laces, so they're not as thick. But the rest of the bags are filled up with these SB style fat laces, like kind of like an oval one. So the black pair and the pink pair definitely should fill up your bag. If not, that's definitely questionable. Of course, it comes already with the black wax laces, as you can see. So they're a little bit thinner. And then, of course, this one has the Jumpman. And then it has Cactus Jack all up on the inside of this one. Now, let's see. Of course, I hate to do it like this, but I'm pretty sure it has some type of numbers behind this one too. And it does. So, of course, your shoes should have some type of numbering behind these labels. So there's always something to look out for. Soles of the shoes. Here go the highs. Here go the lows. They should look like the stars and everything, the traction pad, they should look slightly worn, you know. If they look like all of them, like it's just like super brand new or something like that, then that's an indication that, you know, that's something to look out for. So, but that's how these should look. Of course, the bottoms has this real off whitish sail color. Same thing with the stitching. Stitching is supposed to match. Some of them looking stitching, so definitely look out for that. It's supposed to be that same kind of off whitish sail looking stitching. Alright, finna grade to cut off the lights, and then we're finna get to this black light portion of it to show y'all a little bit of details on that. Alright, so now we're here at the black light portion of this. Okay, so with the black light, you can kind of make out this stamp on this lid. This is the lid on the high OG version. So you can see how that stamp looks. But then also, you can faintly see it. There's a little hidden little Nike swoosh right there too on the high OG lid. So that's something to definitely look for. As far as the lid goes, that's the only two hidden things on the lid. I know this black light, you know, it's going to show a lot of details on camera. It might not pick up everything really good, but as far as that goes, like you can see that that stamp with the lot number, whatever that might be. Then of course you see that image of the Nike swoosh right there. You couldn't see it with the naked eye. All right, moving along. So I'm gonna keep the two shoes without the lace bags, so they don't be flopping around on me. Put these side by side. So the tongues. So when you put this black light to it, they should glow like this. It should have like a greenish kind of glow. I'm trying to figure out the best angle to look at it, that y'all can see. They should have that greenish kind of glow. Of course, you can see it's the same Same for both of them. So that's one thing, they definitely supposed to glow. You can somewhat make out that right there, the little cactus jack on the side, but it's meant to be reflective, but you can somewhat see it. So another big thing, the soles of the shoes. All right, when the light hits these soles, I probably should have used two of the same size shoes. But when the light hits these soles, they're supposed to glow white like this. See, both of them are glowing white. On some of the other ones, they'll glow purple with the light directly on them. They're not supposed to glow purple. Like you see this little smudges and stuff like that. That's like little stuff where they done touched it in the factory. Like you can see all the little imperfections and stuff. And sometimes it's like that on the highs and the lows. But just like how them smudges look purple right there in the light, on some of the fakes, their whole bottom will be glowing purple, just like those little smudges. And then of course, the same thing with the strings. The string's supposed to look purple, not white. So as you see, all the strings look purple. So this is the low. Going all the way around it. You saw those smudges on that one side. There goes some smudge right there. Little faint indications. As you can see, they're white on this shoe. It turns a certain funny kind of color. Same thing with this one. Under the black light, it turns a funny little reddish purple kind of color. There's those side panels, that's what they're supposed to look like. And of course, the interior of the shoe on the high OG is supposed to glow the same way. But this cactus jack in there is not. On the fakes, they'll glow red. On the reels, they're not supposed to glow no kind of color. They're supposed to stay the same. On the lows, that little white where the Travis Scott is, it glows ever so slightly. Let me grab the other shoe real quick, because on the low, it has the same kind of red in there. And as you see, it doesn't glow. It doesn't turn a different color. It just stays the normal red color, just like this one. So there's something definitely to look out for. Trying to get it to focus. As you can see, the cactus jack on up, it does glow white. You can grab the other shoe. Same thing in there. That red Nike Air, it doesn't glow. Ain't supposed to have no glow or shine to it. It's supposed to be just the same kind of matte looking. So that's another thing. Both of those to look out for. Nothing different on the bottoms. So that's just a little insight into how these shoes look under the black lights. Yep. Exact same shoes, same materials pretty much used. The only difference as far as materials go on the lows is they incorporated this black suede on the toe box and side panels, and then on the high it has the white on the toe box and the side panels. But those are just some stuff to look out for when looking at these shoes in comparison. A black light is definitely something that I suggest anybody that buys shoes and tries to authenticate shoes with, because this is one thing that will help identify a lot of different things about the shoes, because you never really know. Under a black light, you see a lot of interesting things. So, but this is your boy Young Chris from 901's 5 Kicks. We out this junk.
Sauce, I got too much sauce. Dripping sauce, I be dripping.